Hello everybody, and welcome to our pub brawl for COH2. And today we have Andy as the Brits and Cameron as the Weremont. With me I have... Say your names. Speak up, co-hosts.
Well, I guess this loudmouth will go first. This is Jake. Hello, everybody.
And I'm his wife, Rebecca.
And B, I guess.
And Jeff! Yay. Alright, so, who are y'all rooting for? Who do you expect to win? And
I'm not sure I expect Andy to win, but I'm rooting for him.
Okay.
I was going to say, before I really weigh in on that, I did want to kind of touch base with you, Weston, and see what you thought of his progress over the last couple of days.
Andy has been making some good progress. He still has some rough edges, but I think he's better off than what he was, for sure.
I mean, the real question here is if Cameron will get his act together, because if Cameron can get his act together, he will probably run over Andy. But if he doesn't, Andy might actually have a chance. So Andy better be praying that Cameron does not, in fact, get his act together.
Yeah.
So it looks like Cameron might be doing the super meta of off maps and skip tier 2 skip. That's cute.
I'm assuming. I mean, this is normal Cameron. He loves the mechanized assault doctrine. Like that's just Cameron.
Well, I mean, there's two specific doctrines for Redmark that can do a tier 2 skip.
Right.
I'm curious to see who plants down in the middle.
Mechanized assault is a good doctrine for the word.
Yep. I mean, you do miss out on your, I believe it's your mortars at tier 2 though. So when you have a lot of buildings to assault, if he goes up for heavy emplacements, sometimes you have to back tech, and that can kind of put a hiccup in your build queue.
Also, I'm gonna select Andy's faction to watch solely so I can hear the British accents.
So it looks like he's using the universal character as a very just escort for his dudes, but
yeah, I don't know that I would really be doing that. The whole point of that carrier is that it's quick and aggressive.
yeah. But it looks like it will. Okay, he is moving it up some, which is going to see those lovely guys. I don't think the MG nest. Oh yeah, he's actually outside the MG. So the universal carrier is going to have a fun time with this.
Yep.
And if I was Andy, I would absolutely go for that wasp at my earliest possible time.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's going to go for a wasp. I have a good feeling he will. Alright, now he has to move out of there. There we go.
I am noticing Andy built his machine gun units, but they're still back at base.
Yes, he's probably
trying. Like something he should work on is waypointing his units.
Yes.
That really helps, actually.
Looks like he's moving them now. Yep. I'm hoping that he moves them in the centers to stop stop Cameron from expanding too far over there.
I will point out that Andy is now the first person to have captured a star, so Andy is now ticking Cameron's points down. Like, he's actively hurting Cameron this quickly in the game. That might help him a lot.
Well, I would say he's hurting himself by overpricing points. Honestly, it's almost completely worthless to cap a point early in the game. You don't feel a squeeze on victory points until you're about under 300. Then they don't give you any resources. The other territories give you resources. So that's, I don't know if you noticed, you see a lot of games I play. Normally I tick down at the very beginning a few points. Simply because he's got his universal carriers about to blow up, by the way.
Alright, there he goes. He's moving.
Carrier was outside of firing range, but the machine gun was in range.
Yes. Alright, looks like he's moving towards the center. That's good.
That is good.
So what's Cameron doing right now?
Repairs complete.
Cameron's fielding, well, they're both fielding a little bit of manpower, and I guess they're just, I don't know what Cameron's doing with it, but...
Yeah, Cameron is not pushing for the middle, so Andy has a good chance to snatch the middle if he pushes it now.
Oh, we do have a mechanized.
Yeah, he's probably trying to try to save that manpower for his light vehicles.
Yep.
AKA his flame half track.
Yep.
Which should be actually really good on this map because of the garrisons.
Right.
The flame is pretty useful on this map. The center is the most important place to control. So the way you get to control in the center is fire, and lots of fire.
Yep.
Or snipers, or mortars, or a good machine gun in place. There's a few things you can do.
Okay, looks like he put his machine gun guy up in the church.
Yep.
So he probably will make that pioneer get down in a moment. There it goes.
Cameron could have put that unit in green cover.
He could have.
He kind of missed an opportunity there to stay in that fight. He needs to retreat that unit out in the middle.
Well, Cameron.
His unit on the right.
Cameron wants to do the super grenades. Pop, 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 pop,
He's
pop.
about to lose a guy on the right side. If you want to pan over there, see if you.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Let's see. Oh, it's a squad wipe. Oh, it's a squad wipe.
No, Cameron, no.
And the universal carrier has a wasp now. However, Andy did lose his MG in the church.
Yep.
Ooh, so they both lost the unit.
Yes, they did.
What is the British MG cost? I can actually check that.
Yeah, I was gonna 280.
Okay, so it's 280 and 280.
Yeah. So 1 for 1.
That neutral there. He didn't drop the machine gun. If the machine gun had dropped out of the church and Cameron had picked it up, that would have been a bigger loss. But
all right, so now we're gonna see this wasp go up with the wasp, and it's gonna burn MG.
Oh, they probably should have that up.
Yep, now he moved out of it.
Yeah,
I'm proud of Andy right now because he's actually pushing on the left side, even though he's not as strong on the right side anymore. He's pushing on the left, and I'm hoping that he will head up north further so that he can harass that fuel. But we'll see.
There's a pack 40 coming out, so.
Yep, he's probably.
He really needs to be doing this universal carrier though. He's moving it left, right, and center. Sitting it still like that is going to allow for a pretty easy counter from the pack 40 because Cameron's going to know exactly where that unit is.
Right. There is a flame path track.
There's Cameron building a bunker. I don't like the early bunkers. He needs that manpower to get units out on the field. I feel. Especially when a map is open like this, it's way too easy to get around that. Like in a map that has maybe 4 or 5 good choke points to lock down, it's great. But this is such an open map, it's going to be a pretty big drain of resources for him.
Alright, look at this. Andy he went for the cutoff. It's fantastic.
Oh, good job, Andy.
So yeah, he's going to cut off that fuel. Now Cameron is just 13. It's very slow. But yeah, I agree on he's building another bunker. So many bunkers.
And
mind you, fuel hurts the Wehrmacht a lot.
Yes.
Actually, that'd be more coming here with one. Wehrmacht is a good Wehrmacht player would know that if you don't have ammo coming in, you will not miss Wehrmacht. There are so many things that cost ammo in the new Wehrmacht forces that you have to have ammo coming in. They're completely dependent on ammo compared to fuel actually. It's a different shift, but in Coming Heroes 2, it actually completely shifted over to being ammo reliant.
The funny thing is, I'm always desperately needing fuel whenever I play Wehrmacht.
I mean, you're probably not utilizing. Well, they have grenades, they have off maps, they have vehicle upgrades, they have weapon upgrades.
I'm really good at making sure I got plenty of ammo, but not fuel.
Or you may not be utilizing everything that costs ammo for Wehrmacht.
All right. So looks like Andy is probably going to save up manpower now to probably get an AC. He just got the requisition for it. It looks like Andy has most of the map kind of under his control because he decided to push on the left side when Cameron was pushing on the right. So
Cameron's pushing with that flame half track though.
So he does have an anti-tank gun, which will do very well against. Oh, he built another infantry section, which will do very well against the half track. It just comes out to positioning.
Yep.
But I guess we'll see and find out. And Cameron has found these guys outside his base and don't want them here anymore. Oh no, all those grenades! Oh, that could have been so much worse.
That was a good grenade hit.
It was. It could have been a lot worse, but...
that was 5 models. That was 5 models dropped, though.
Yes,
that is
true.
That is worth the ammo.
So Andy needs to...
And he got himself hit by the machine gun as well.
Yep.
Got a unit pinned and one suppressed.
So Andy actually needs to move these guys back and not worry so much about going so far in the base, because right now he needs to be able to go to the center, yeah, and get that star.
And he needs to retreat that big squad, or else it's going to die.
Yep. Okay, there we go.
Really quick. There you go. Because you know, a unit when they're pinned, they actually get a defense bonus, but after 10 seconds, that bonus flips, and they start taking more damage. So it's actually a really bad thing to be pinned for long periods of time.
Our bunker can now accommodate an MG-42.
And here's an interesting note. Notice that he's got his engineers and his machine gun both in the building.
Yeah.
That's a lot of waste of DPS because there's so few
windows. Oh no, the gun, he moved it up way too far.
Oh, that's bad.
Well, the good thing is that Cameron retreated, so what Andy needs to do now is he needs to take his engineers and just capture it.
It looks like he's doing just that.
So Cameron looks like he's in a position where really on that right side, he could be moving out more. He's got a lot of units stationary.
Yes, they're just kind
of... I would say almost the entire army is stationary.
Yeah, he's just kind of sitting there. So Andy has a whole lot of fuel that he needs to be using.
Yes, he does.
I want to see some tanks.
I was hoping to see an armored car by now. He has the manpower for it, and of course the fuel. Actually, he could. Let's see. Yeah, he could go to his last tier and get an armored car out if he wanted to right now.
Yeah, I think, and honestly, maybe they need to get the armored car because there's not a really heavy presence on the other side, and he's got Piats on his engineers and a 6-pounder. I think he could handle himself against that half track. I would think about just saving up for the Cromwell.
That's true.
To meet
yep, I see that he's pushing up on the right side. So he does have Piats that can be used against those guys.
Yeah, but those MPs.
Oh no, there's the grenades! Oh, he needs to... Oh! Retreat! Retreat your units, Andy!
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, he's distracted about the guys on the left side attacking him.
Yeah, Cameron played that really well. Cameron playing 2 fronts.
Yep.
Ooh, that's gonna be a white.
Oh, is it gonna get out? Oh no! As soon as it hit negative cover.
Ooh, and that definitely stalled the offensive on the left.
Yeah. So I had mentioned to Andy before that you never want to like overextend, and I feel like he's super overextending here on this left side. Like there's no reason to be.
It's really low.
Oh no! There's more grenades. Oh, another wipe.
Ooh, my gosh, that was rough.
Yep.
Is Cameron gonna lose his squad though with a lucky crit? Nope. Okay.
No.
And honestly, that Pack 40 is not really going to be doing much against those infantry, but ooh, not good. That's a lot of manpower to lose right there mid game when you want to be ramping up in the tanks, and now you've got to spend all your manpower to resupply your infantry. It's going to hurt.
Yeah, it looks like he is building an AC, which will.
Yeah, I probably would have skipped that at this point. Cameron's not being very aggressive. His vehicle's not being very aggressive.
No.
And Andy's going to need something late game for a build comp.
Cameron's sitting on 2 points, and Andy hasn't challenged him.
Exactly. But honestly, I don't know that AC is going to challenge enough. Cameron has 1 light vehicle.
Andy's winning the fight and losing the.
I don't even know if he's winning the fight on that one. He just lost 3 squads.
Alright, so So the half-track's right in the sight of that AT gun.
That could get pretty rough pretty quick for that half-track.
Oh no, but he doesn't have prioritized vehicles.
So Cameron should see that and easily be able to back up out of it, but
Yeah.
are they gonna trade blows with ATs?
I guess.
So does Andy not have sight? Let's see.
Yeah, I was actually about to check
Andy does
that.
not have sight of that half-track yet.
Nope. It looks like Cameron was trying to get in there for a grenade throw, but he didn't get it.
Yeah, and he only had 2 models, so he's only going to get 2 nades off.
So on the right side, Andy is pushing, which is good.
Well, it looks like Cameron's... Looks like he might actually have some semblance of a good push going on here, because he's got an AT gun, a Piance, got a lot of AT. The machine gun could give him pulls, but Cameron has not healed that machine gun unit, so it should actually drop pretty quick.
Yeah, the poor AC is just standing there and getting all those AT hits.
No, Cameron.
Yeah.
Don't build the bunker. Resist. Resist.
So that AC just got completely destroyed. It was just inside the AT gun.
Oh, there's the flaming half-track. Oh, but it's retreating.
Yeah, because I think he's just repositioning. Okay, now Andy needs to retreat his stuff. Yep. All right. Well, Andy did destroy the bunker. And see that, I think if Andy had pulled up his AT gun up a little bit farther, he would have been a bit better off.
I think so. Yeah, that could have helped.
Yeah, Andy can't see any of this stuff that's.
All right. Cameron's going to battle phase 2, and he's sitting on 154 fuel, so he should be getting a tank out pretty soon here.
Yes, but I think Andy could just. Andy really right now could just go to last phase. He really needs to.
Yep.
Like he's had.
Andy really needs to push a star and start turning.
So he's going for that AC again. I don't know. That's really his right option here. I think he's just going to be starting to sink fuel when he could, like you said, Weston, get to his tanks really quick.
Yes, because he's ahead on Andy on fuel, or in general he's been ahead on Andy on fuel for most of the game, and he could use this AC to help dislodge Cameron on the right side. That's for sure. But we'll see what happens. I'm gonna go back up here though. Looks like Cameron is just trying to bunker down and and trying to prevent Andy from being outside his base.
It's like it's a war of attrition, but honestly, this is still going in Cameron's favor because Cameron can reinforce really easily.
And Cameron's got 2 stars.
Oh, pill bomb! Yep.
A war of attrition is winning him.
Oh, he got a wipe on that though. And so 2 things happened. Yeah, so 2 things happened. So Cameron had some guys who wiped, and on the right side, Andy had wiped his AT gun.
Yeah, I see that.
Just like
if Andy would take one of the AT units, he's using the cap right now and get the AT gun.
Yep.
There you go.
There you go. Yeah.
Did he slip on this call?
No, he's not on this call. Oh, look out!
Ooh.
But the good thing is that he has P-outs nearby. Oh yeah. Oh,
he's got 2 AT guns. Oh, well,
one more. Oh, it missed.
Oh, sad.
If Andy had a second AT gun aimed the right direction, he would have killed that.
Oh,
but his
definitely.
AT gun is aiming off into kind of nowhere.
This is the time when Andy can just bring up the AC on the right.
The person on the right side actually broke that siege. So
Yeah.
he's pushing back out to the left.
Yep.
And he's got his machine gun in place and he's holding on the right, so he's actually doing okay here.
I don't think that.
AT gun's struggling. If you notice, there's some elevation on that hill.
Yeah, I'm about to look at that. Yep, it's slightly elevated, and that's what's causing it to miss so much. But it looks like he's gonna bring the AC over.
And his gun is actually not hitting the building at all.
Yeah, if he brings up the AC, yep. All right, good.
Yeah, that should wipe the building pretty easily.
Oh no, bring it up a little bit farther. Go AC.
He can go for incendiary rounds there. If Cameron remembers to do that, Andy does need to be careful with incendiary rounds. Ooh, and a commando strike up north, but
Yep.
Oh.
That was
pretty glorious.
That was pretty glorious.
I hope the explosion was as glorious in the experience as in mine, because that was glorious.
Oh man! Alright, so yeah, so Andy just needs to bring up that AC a little bit farther. Oh, now he's telling it to attack the building.
There you go. And Cameron, in response, needs to put on his incendiary rounds. That's 30 seconds of massive armor penetration that would push that AEC off.
Yep.
Don't know if he'll think to do that or not in the moment.
Looks like he's bringing his own AT gun around.
Okay, yeah, I see that.
Alright, so
Let's
now...
slowly get that, he needs to make sure he doesn't get that building blown up on him.
Yeah.
Or just squad wipe, because they have no HP in that building. It's not a great building to be in, honestly.
I still feel like Cameron's just dominating the game because he's now got all 3 stars and Andy is not dislodging him.
Yep.
And Andy should have been dislodging him.
His unit count is down a little bit at the moment, though. But I do agree. I don't know.
Oh, there goes the MG nest. Hey, look at this pack gun. Look how close it is to this AC. Oh,
No.
oh no! No, AC, you have to turn. AC, look out. AC, you have to look out. Oh, and
he needs to reverse that thing quick.
he told it to change targets, but he's not moving it.
Yeah.
An AEC Mark III armored car has been destroyed.
I guess he was hoping his AT would be able to take out the other AT. Uh-oh.
Incoming.
Yeah. Light artillery barrage.
There goes one gun.
There goes one.
And 2 guns.
There goes the other. Oof.
Yeah, I'm afraid Andy, he was doing really well in the early game, but he just let Cameron just have those 2 stars.
My concern is right now, I've noticed all of Andy has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He has 7 units. 1, 2, and 5 of them are all in the exact same spot together.
Yeah.
And one of the other 2 is back at base.
Alright, so here comes Cameron's favorite little tank. A big old panther.
I mean,
oh, there goes. Yep. Retreat the commandos! Yeah, there you go.
Enemy causing trouble.
So the biggest thing Andy needs to work on, in my opinion, is being able to spread his units out effectively, like being able to watch 2 different engagements at once. He'll tend to put all of his units in one spot, which can really come back to hurt him in the long run. Good Mills bomb, though.
That was a really good Mills bomb, actually.
Let's see if he can consolidate something, a push out of this.
Alright, looks like he did tech up to tank land.
Good, and he's got a good chunk of fuel.
I'm hoping that he builds. I hope he builds a Firefly. I want to see Andy build the Firefly.
Or if he can pick up those 2 AT guns again, honestly, if he thinks to pick up 2 AT guns, because they weren't destroyed.
Right.
He's about to need
him. He could go for the Cromwell again.
Looks like he's reinforcing dudes first.
Enemy is attacking one of our forward buildings. Enemy forces are securing.
Oh, what is he doing with the AT gun? Oh, no,
he could build a Cromwell right now, if he wanted to.
Yep.
He could build a Sherman right now. He actually has enough manpower and fuel.
I just hope he builds something.
Commandos are ready.
Yeah.
Oh, nope, he made commandos instead. Okay. What is he going to do with... looks like he might be going on the left side, I guess, to cap. It's what it looks like it's flying around in.
He's trying to play an early game or mid game stuff, and the game is very quickly escalating to late game.
Yep.
And he's sieging out a really far point, and he's got territory much closer to home that's being at risk here.
Well, he's worried about the stars, but he should have been worried about them like 10-15 minutes ago.
Yep, or the center star.
And there's no gun here to help him.
Because well, there's 2 guns. They're just kind of right there.
Right.
We are losing a sector.
So yeah, I think I mean at this point it definitely looks like it's Cameron's going to win, and Andy did some really good things, but
he did. He definitely improved a bit.
yes, I think if he had not just decided to like do such a big army push on the left side, like if he would have just taken all those troops and taken like the center star, it would have forced Cameron to do other things.
Yep.
I mean, Cameron was sitting on the right for a long time.
If I was Cameron here just to seal the deal on this side, I would probably go ahead and ground fire those 2 AT guns and just knock them out.
Yep.
You don't want any wild cards in your tank just in case he just tries to push back out again. I've seen crazier things happen. So.
Right. So it's like, yeah, he took over Cameron's fuel, but that's not gonna. I don't know why he's not taking over this star.
Yeah, both his commandos went to the fuel point together. And he's not moving his other units back out of base again. They're just sitting there because he's kind of focused on that.
All right, now they're moving, and he's gonna have AT gun support.
Now he's moved commandos to the star.
Yeah.
I think it might be too late though. He's down to 33 points.
Yeah, it really is too late.
I don't know that he has the time to push an engagement and then cap both stars in time before time actually runs out.
Yeah, he'll slow it down with capping this one, but if he took his other command unit and just sent it straight to the center, then it would be better. Oh, there's the flames. And he's moving those machine gun units way up there. He needs to retreat all those guys.
Yeah, that'll be game right there.
And he needs to move that AT gun back now.
Okay, it looks like Cameron's going to push with this
yeah,
assault grenadiers.
Well, he might have just told them to attack, and they're just...
Yeah, I mean, he might as well. There's 10 ticks left in the game.
Yeah.
Coming up real soon. Yeah. I was going for the glider again. How much does that glider cost?
$390.
Ooh, that's a steep cost to pay.
So yeah, one of the problems with this center star is that there is a bunker on it, but...
True, but if you brought that 6-pounder in...
Yep.
The enemy is attacked. We have a forward structure under attack.
Instantly pinned.
Instantly pinned.
Yeah, if you brought that AT gun up,
he might neutralize it. He might neutralize it. Oh, he neutralized it!
But here comes the killer.
Retreat, Andy! Retreat! Oh, retreat, Andy! Oh, is he gonna actually? Is he actually gonna take it? No, that's not gonna do it, Andy.
And now the flame track is coming to...
That just seems like more like a thorn in Cameron's side at this point.
I mean, he did stop the clock at 1 ticket, so technically the game is not over.
He bulldogged it right there. He took it.
Oh, Andy, don't move your guards. Oh, there you go. That's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah, this is probably just a little friendly spite.
Although, technically here, he could have moved his other forces to the right and retaken the other star.
Yeah, but, oh well.
There was a hole he could actually get around that other machine gun.
It looks like he is pushing to the right, but it's going to be too late, I believe.
A little too late, yeah.
Oh well. That was a pretty good match. I think it could have went a bit longer if Andy had tried to actually, get some stars and hold on to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, he definitely just let Cameron hold 2 stars for a very long time with pretty much no contest.
Yeah, trying to take that 1 base point.
And that cost him. That basically cost him like 200 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. if your enemy has made you lose 50 points without contest, that's pretty much a good sign that you need to immediately contest a star or something.
Oh yeah.
The looking at the stats here, Cameron did more damage just because he destroyed 2 ACs, and that's a lot of just health damage by itself. Cameron also had more units killed, and then you can also see the different captures: 18 for Andy and 26 for Cameron.
Notice Cameron killed 72 units, but Andy lost 84.
Yeah, I think he might have lost some units due to the gliders or something. So when they come in,
did he crash into his own guys?
I think at one time it might have happened. Right at the end there, he ordered that glider, and I think it might have hit a few of his commando units. So I think that's
but I guess maybe
extra.
standing in flames as well.
Possibly that might be another one.
Yeah.
And looking at the graphs, army value, they were pretty close. But
I'm noticing, his infantry sections were 138% effective,
yeah,
and his machine gun was 348. His commandos were only 25% effective.
Yeah, I mean, most of his commandos seem to have come in late game, especially that one last Hail Mary of a commando insert.
But that was glorious.
That probably skews it really badly.
But that was just glorious.
I'd say that's a pretty good note to end a losing game on, though.
Okay, well, that is it for this Pub Brawl tournament game. Who do we have next?
Well, it'll either be me versus Tim, Alex versus Nathan, or Andrew versus you, Weston.
Yep. I think probably the closest one, I guess, would be you and Tim, because I know Andrew's wanted some time, I think, to get back into the game a little bit because he was out of commission.
True. Although Alex and Nathan may be able to get one going.
Yep,
so
that's also true. All right, so we're going to stop the stream. Thank you all for watching.